welcome back to another episode of the Scholarship Network. I've been gone for a bit, but now that the school year has begun, I'm back with some new scholarships just for you. So you'll want to stay tuned for this next scholarship. Now, before I go on, please help me out by getting the word out about this channel and the resources that are available to you, the students. Please click that like button. Click that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you will know when I post new videos. And without any further ado, let's get started. The scholarship that I have for you today is called the Coca-Cola Scholars Program Scholarship. The Coca-Cola Scholars Program Scholarship is an achievement-based scholarship awarded to students in their final year of high school. Students are recognized for their capacity to lead and serve, as well as their commitment to making a significant impact on their schools and communities. With the 34th class in 2022, the foundation has provided over 6,600 Coca-Cola scholars with more than $78 million in educational support. 150 Coca-Cola scholars are selected each year to receive this scholarship. Now, let's talk about this scholarship. The amount of this scholarship is $20,000. So 150 scholars will be chosen to receive this $20,000. The application deadline is October 31st, 2022, and the time deadline is 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So you'll want to make sure that you're paying attention to the difference in time zones. There is also an eligibility quiz, and there's a different deadline time for that. And that deadline time is 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So the application deadline is October 31st, 2022 at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And the eligibility quiz deadline time is 4 p.m. Eastern Time on the same day. Now again, the application amount is $20,000 and the application is electronic. So the application is online, so you'll need to get on the website and establish an account on their website in order to complete the application. And the link to the application will be in the description. So make sure you check the description for the link to this scholarship. Now, let's talk about some different things here. This application, or this scholarship rather, will be used at an accredited U.S. college or university. You have 10 years to use this scholarship. This scholarship is to be used for educational expenses. This scholarship is not need-based. It is not need-based, and it is based on leadership and service merit. Okay, so you have to be attending a school in the United States, an accredited United States college or university. So the school that you choose has to be accredited, so make sure you check on that. You have 10 years to use the application, and it can be used for educational expenses. Now let's talk about the eligibility. To be eligible for consideration, applicants must be current high school or homeschool students attending school in one of the 50 U.S. states, the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, or select DoD schools who will graduate high school during the 2022-23 academic school year. Students graduating from an American or expat school abroad are not eligible for this award. Individuals who have already graduated from high school are not eligible. An applicant must also be a U.S. citizen, not a temporary resident. The applicant can be a U.S. national, U.S. permanent resident, refugee, asylee, Cuban Haitian entrant, or humanitarian parolee based on the guidelines utilized by the United States Department of Education for federal financial aid eligibility. You must also be planning to pursue a degree at an accredited U.S. college or university. So that is the eligibility to be able to apply for this scholarship. Now, applicants may not be children or grandchildren of current employees, officers, or owners of Coca-Cola bottling companies, the Coca-Cola Company, company divisions, or subsidiaries. Children or grandchildren of former employees, officers, or owners of Coca-Cola bottling companies, the Coca-Cola Company, company divisions, or subsidiaries who are currently receiving retirement benefits from those entities. Applicants may not be students attending school outside of the 50 U.S. states or Puerto Rico, with the exception of students attending select DoD schools. Students graduating from an American or expat school abroad are not eligible for this award, even if they meet the citizenship criteria above. Applicants may not be high school graduates. If you received a high school diploma prior to the 22-23 school year, you are not eligible. Applicants may not be temporary residents. If your permanent legal residence is outside the U.S., you are not eligible. So you'll want to make sure you check the eligibility requirements and make sure that you meet eligibility criteria. Now let's talk about the application process. The application process is laid out in 3 phases. So phase 1, in phase 1, you fill out your application, you complete your eligibility quiz. You do not have to write any essays. You don't need any letters of recommendations. They don't need your ACT or SAT scores, and they are not asking for a transcript in phase 1. What they're wanting to know is your school activity involvement. That's involvement and leadership in clubs, honor societies, visual performing arts, athletics, etc., and awards and honors that came with those. They want to know about your community activities, any non-school sponsored activity, awards, or honors. So any type of community activity or any type of community organization that you are a part of, they want to know about that. If you aren't in any clubs or extracurricular activities in school or outside of school, you need to get involved. You need to get involved in extracurricular activities in school and out of school. You need to get involved in community service. That is going to help you out. Also, they want to know about your courses and your grades. I'm assuming that they're not wanting an official transcript, but you need to be able to talk about your grades. And then they want to know about your employment, how many weeks and how many hours you work every week. So if you're not employed, you may want to get a part-time job to be able to apply for this application. Now, the goal, I can already tell you what they're looking for. The scholarship committee, based on what they're asking for in phase 1, they're looking to find out if you're ambitious, if you are motivated, if you are determined. They're wanting to know if you're responsible and accountable. They're wanting to know, are you able to handle extracurricular activities and employment and school? They want to know how much of a hard worker you are. So, again, if you're not involved in school activities, if you're not involved in community activities, if you're not working, and even if your grades aren't the best, you need to be working on that now. Now, that is just phase 1. So you want to meet the initial deadline again, which is October 31st at 5 p.m. Now, application process phase 2 is from November to January. So you've submitted your application, you met the deadline October the 31st, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Now you enter phase 2 of November to January. Now, of the initial applications that are chosen, 1,500 semifinalists are selected from 10 selection districts. The second application consists of additional information on your high school and community activities. Now, here you're going to have to give short answer responses 3 short essays, fewer than 500 words. You'll need 1 recommendation letter and a high school transcript. So this is where the transcript comes in phase 2. You'll see here you need 1 recommendation letter, and your recommendation letter could probably come from a teacher or a coach or a community leader. And here again, you need to be participating in extracurricular activities, and you need to be making sure that you're establishing a positive rapport with all of your teachers and coaches and directors and things of that nature, because that's helping you out in your future. And here again, you will have to write 3 short essays that are fewer than 500 words. Now, if you have difficulty writing essays, you should ask your English teacher to help you write a well-written essay. You'll want to get with your English teacher and find out what is the proper way to write an essay if you're not sure. If your spelling is not the best, you need to get some assistance with that, because I guarantee you they're going to be looking at your sentence structure, and they're going to be looking at your spelling, and they're going to be looking at your punctuation. So make sure that you get with an English teacher if you have difficulty writing essays. Get all the help that you need. There's nothing wrong, no harm in asking for help. And I'm an educator myself, and there are teachers who are willing to help you succeed if you want to succeed. So that is phase 2 of the application process, which goes from November to January. Now, phase 3 of the application process goes from January to March. From the 1,500 semifinalists, there will be 250 regional finalists named, 25 from each of the 10 selection districts. Regional finalists will be interviewed by a panel of veteran Coca-Cola scholars and a CCSF staff member. So in phase 3, you're going to have to participate in an interview where you're interviewed by other students who received the scholarship and a staff member. So here in phase 3, if you're chosen for phase 3, you'll want to be working on your public speaking ability. You'll want to work on your interviewing abilities. And what you may want to do is you may want to get with the journalism teacher or the speech teacher or the theater teacher and have a mock interview and let those teachers critique you on your interviewing skills, and let those educators help you with your interviewing skills. And again, there's no harm in asking for help. This is all for your future. Now, from there, they are going to choose 150 Coca-Cola scholars to be named in early March. And these 150 will receive the $20,000 scholarship. So here again, phase 1 is August 1st to October 31st, and they'll choose 100,000 applicants. Then phase 2 is the semifinal round from November to January, and they will choose 1,500 semifinalists. Then phase 3 is the regional finals, and it goes from January to March, and they will choose 250 finalists. And from the 250 finalists, they will choose 150 scholars. Now, if you need more information about this scholarship, they do hold webinars, and I have the webinar information for you. The Coca-Cola Scholars Foundation is offering a series of live webinars for anyone interested in learning more about the 23 Coca-Cola Scholars application and selection process. Webinars are limited to the first 500 who register for each date. These webinars will be directed at current high school students who will graduate in the 22-23 school year. On the website, they have the list of dates and times, and you'll need to get on the website and click the date and time of the webinar that you choose. Now, space is limited. Again, it is only open for the first 500 applicants. If you are unable to attend a scheduled webinar, a recording will be shared through the application later. So there are 4 dates left for the webinar. That's Wednesday, September 7th from 7 to 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Monday, September 12th, 7 to 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Wednesday, September 14th from 4 to 4:45 p.m. Eastern Time. And Tuesday, September 20th from 4 to 4:45 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you need more information about this scholarship, sign up for one of those dates and times to watch the webinar about this scholarship. Now that is all the information that I have for this scholarship. I hope this was helpful to you. Please do not wait until the last minute to apply. Start your application process now and get everything in order now. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of the Scholarship Network, and I will see you the next time with a new scholarship on the Scholarship Network.